Declutter. Now, before I even start this, let me know in the comments down below if you're even interested in seeing my palette collection. I was just going to film it, and then I was like, oh, it's going to be really long and boring. I don't know. Let me know. If you're interested in seeing my eyeshadow palette collection updated, let me know down below. But let's go ahead and get started in this declutter. These are going to be bronzers, face palettes, highlighting palettes, that kind of thing. So I just need to clean up this drawer because it's getting a little out of hand. So let's do it. All right, so first off, I'm just gonna pull all this stuff back from back here. Woo. So these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush and Glow Trios. I've talked about these recently in a sentimental makeup video, used them in a tutorial. I also talked about them in a limited edition products I wish were permanent video, and I love these. So I do want to keep Sunset Junction, which is my favorite, and then Fair Trade Coffee is also just stunning. The quality of these powders is unreal. They were like $5, totally convenient, beautiful, just can't say enough about these. So these are definitely staying. Now this one, on the other hand, is so pretty, but I just don't use, the only way I could use it would be for, the blush is really gorgeous, but as far as the bronzers and the contour would just be eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. I never thought I would say that, but that one's getting passed on. All right, let's talk about this NYX HD blush. This is the High Definition Blush in Nude Tude. I love the HD blush in taupe to contour with. And this one is really pretty too, but I never reach for it. It's really subtle. I never reach for it. I think if I were to keep anyone, I would keep taupe. So if I want to go back and repurchase taupe, that's fine, but I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. This powder I'm definitely keeping. This is this is MAC sculpting powder in Sculpt. It's like the perfect sculpting shade for me. I love it. It's a holy grail, so that one is staying. This is the Rimmel Maxi bronzer for Face and Body in Light. I really like this bronzer, especially during the summertime. It's just really pretty. It blends out really well. My hand's wet now, and it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Of course, I'm keeping my Glam Bronze by L'Oreal. I'm really excited because a bunch of y'all told me that they've got a new like Lumi bronze that's similar to this. So I'm excited to try that out. This is just absolutely one of my all-time favorite bronzer contouring product. I love this bronzer. I also really like this Ticket to Brazil bronzer from Wet n Wild. I just never use it. I'm going to reach for the Lumi bronzer over that. Actually, let me swatch them next to each other. Yeah, it's just cooler in tone. I think it's time to give this one away. And I don't even think you can get this one anymore, but I never wear it, so it can go to a new home. I do have the old school contouring palettes from Wet n Wild in, I believe it's Dulce de Leche and Caramel Toffee. I prefer these so much more to the new like Mega Glow ones that they came out with, so I'm keeping both of those because when I do contour, I like to use those. I do have this NYX bronze, this is the NYX Cheek Contour Duo in Double Date. Talked about this before. I love this contouring powder, and I hate this highlighting powder, but I don't reach for it anymore. I don't really contour anymore. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and let that one go. Really good. I wish they would just come out with that contouring powder just by itself because it's really nice, but I just never use it. This is the e.l.f. Warm Tan Bronzer. This is like their dollar bronzer. Super pretty. It'd be pretty as an eyeshadow, but I just don't use it anymore. This used to be a favorite of mine, so that one's gonna go. I also have this e.l.f. Baked Bronze in Los Cabos, and I really don't use this either. It's just a little too shimmery and a little too warm for me, so that one's gonna go. I have this Revlon Bronzed and Chic Photo Ready Bronzer. This is just really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that. I have some sculpting products here. I don't generally do cream sculpting very often, but when I do, I like these two. This is the Masterclass V-Stick. Now, I don't like this side of it, but I do like the contour side of it. It's really pretty. They blend out really beautifully, and it's just the perfect tone. And then I really like the Jordana Sculpt and Go. And that one's a little bit lighter. I need to get rid of one of these because I never do cream sculpting. So I think I'm going to keep the Jordana and get rid of the Maybelline. This is the Extra Dimension Bronzer in Aphrodite Shell from the Alluring Aquatics collection. This is still a favorite. I love it. It's very subtle on my skin, which is why I think I like it. It gives me more of a red tone than an orangey tone, so that one is staying. This is the Insta Ready BB bronzer from Physicians Formula. I like this on for really subtle days, but I found that I just am reaching for it less and less. I think I'm gonna let that one go. Of course, butter bronzer is my all-time like favorite. Yeah, I like that better than the BB anyway. And it's just so pretty on the skin, so I'm gonna keep that one. I do have the Be Matte Blush Toasted Coconut. Do I want to keep this one? Yeah, I like that one. It's got more of a red tone than an orangey tone, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay guys, I'm about to surprise y'all. This is the Marc Jacobs Hi-Fi Filter Contouring Powder in 60. Really pretty. I never use it. This is gonna go. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I just reached for the Wet n Wild over this one, so that one's not staying. One of my all-time favorite highlighting kits products. This is the Highlighting Brighter Than Your Future highlighting makeup case. It comes in different iterations from Profusion, but if you see this, it's so good. The powders are so good. They're so reflective. They're very similar to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I actually did a high-low comparison a long time ago, so if you want to see that, I'll put that up in the cards, but love that. That's staying. I'm avoiding you for now. I do have the Love Flush Blush collection. I love this. I like to travel with this because you just have everything you need. What I should do is depot this, but I just can't bear to do it, so that is staying. I don't know why they took these away because they're so good. Okay, I'm keeping you till later. I'm avoiding you. I'm also avoiding you. Okay. I do have some of the glow kits from Anastasia. I really have found a love for these, so I am going to keep these. I have Gleam. I recently talked about Gleam in a limited edition products video that I wish were permanent, which I'll put up in the cards if you haven't seen that yet. So really pretty. Keep that. I love the Sugar Glow Kit. This is probably my favorite. I just think it's gorgeous. You've got Marshmallow, Starburst is beautiful, Gumdrop, Butterscotch is really pretty when I've got a little bit of sun going on, so keeping that. I also went ahead and picked up the Sun Dipped Glow Kit, which I really like this as well. Bronze is a little bit deep for me, but I can make the others work, even as blush toppers. Tourmaline I love as a blush topper. It's just so sheer. It's just gorgeous. Gives a beautiful glow to the skin. I recently talked about a lot of these face products and limited edition products I wish were permanent, so I could be keeping a lot of these. The first is the Lorac Shine Bright Color Source Light and Cheek Palette. Gorgeous. Love Lorac's powder formula. This is stunning, stunning array of colors, keeping that. And then also the, I want to say this is the Pirates of the Caribbean I Can't Chart A Course to the Stars palette. Absolutely stunning. I'm keeping both of these. This is why I decided to go ahead and declutter my blushes and highlighters and everything else, because I knew this store was going to be hard. All right, this is the Backlight Highlighting Palette from BH Cosmetics. I love this. The colors on these are amazing. This is why I didn't buy the Aurora or the Moonchild Glow Kit, because these are half the price and stunning. I'm going to keep all of these Becca palettes. This is the blush with, this is the Sun Chaser palette. So it comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. This is the Blush with Light palette, one of my all-time favorite blush palettes. And I love this is the Light Chaser Light Waves palette. And this is just a gorgeous palette. It comes with Moonstone, Prismatic Amethyst, and Pink Sapphire. So just a really nice arrangement there. I love these Becca palettes. I do have this Makeup Revolution Beyond Radiance palette, which I really like, and I can't remember the last time I've used it. I just reach for other things. As good as this is, as much as I like it, I think it's time to go. This is the Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. Again, I really like this. I need to put this in with my eyeshadow palettes because I think I'd use it more. They're gorgeous. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Bronzer in Capri Cool Pink. This is beautiful. I love it. I just never use it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, but I never use it, and I think I'm going to put a couple of these things on my Poshmark, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I never thought I would say that, but I kept the Candlelight highlighting powder, so I just don't use it. I won't use it. We'll see. That's a big maybe. I might pull that out of the declutter, but we'll see. All right, this is the like sweetest candy palette that came out like in 2013 from Benefit when they started coming out with those cheek products every year. I travel with this all the time. I love it. I depotted it. I think I'm going to put it in a less clunky palette, but I am going to keep this. I'm going to put it in there with some other powders. I'm not doing very well in the store, guys. I'm sorry, but I do better in my blush store. This palette I love. This is the Tarte, what are you? The Tarte Blush Bliss palette. Super gorgeous. Really enjoyed this. This was on Ulta's website on sale for like a year. It's just gorgeous. Love the packaging. Definitely keeping that. Okay, this one. I need to look at this one because I never reach for this one because it's so dang clunky. Okay, but I love these blushes. I get a lot of use out of them. I'm just thinking maybe, and see, that's the thing. There's really, it's not really similar. Like that one's kind of similar, I guess. I mean, there are some similarities in these palettes, but not a whole bunch. I think I'm going to keep this one in the palette, and I think what I'm going to do is depot these and put them in with the, maybe, I'm keeping this for sure. I might depot this and put them in with the Benefit blushes, or I might just keep it as is because I reach for it as is, and I do travel with this sometimes, and these are really good. You know what? I'm just keeping them in the palette. Made an executive decision because I do use it. It's just clunky. I just wish it wasn't like so clunky, but it's pretty. I recently got the Tarte Pro Glow and Blush palette when I got the Vault, the Tarte Pro Vault. So I have been playing around with this. This is a maybe. I don't know how long this one's going to last because there's just a lot of shimmer in here. But it's really pretty. The blushes are really pretty on the skin. The highlight's gorgeous. Bronzer I haven't really played with yet, but I'm going to hold on to this because it's relatively new. Definitely keeping my ambient lighting powder palette. I mean, this is, I need to finish these two, dim light and radiant light. I need to finish because, I mean, incandescent light's pretty much gone. I used the crap out of this, so that's, you were staying. The ambient lighting powder blush palette is also really, really beautiful. Just love it. Very flattering. Keeping that as well. I need to get rid of at least one of these. This is why I was holding off on these. So I have my City Color Contour on the Go palette, Contour Effects on the Go, which I have been a fan of for years. I have got my contour palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I like never use. And then I've got my Profusion contour palette. I don't know what I want to do. Ugh. It's like I feel obligated to keep the Anastasia one, although I'm not. You know, it's just like in my head. So I'll never use that shade. I will probably never use that shade. I won't use the banana shade. This shade, like I might use under my eyes. It's like I'd use 3 shades from this. I think what I'm going to do is depot these 3 and put them in a face palette. I'm just going to make a designated like magnetic palette for face products and use those. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for that. So that I'm depotting half of that, I think. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, I can't decide. Yeah, because I mean, those would really be the only 3 shades I use. So I think I'm going to depot that and get rid of the rest. I think I'm going to, this highlight's pretty, but I've already got that highlighting palette. And I don't use these powders. So I think I'm going to get rid of this. I think I'm going to get rid of this too. Because I just never use it. I don't use it anymore. I loved it for so long. And I just don't use it anymore. I think I'm getting rid of all 3 of those. So that's pretty good, right? Anymore. So anyway, let's reorganize and see where we stand with this. You know, guys, I think I'm going to finally let this go too because I never use it. I can't remember the last time I've used it. It's really pretty, but I can't remember the last time I've used it. It's going to go. Let it go. All right, guys, so I did decide that I did depot the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but I did keep all of them just on the rare occasion that I do a bridal party or other people's makeup, I want to have all of those. And this is just a Divina cosmetic highlighter called Nixie. It's really pretty. And then I have my Benefit blushes. So this will be a great travel palette, a little bit more sleek and compact. So I need to figure out a place to put that. I think I'm just going to put that right there. So overall, we got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 palette slash bronzer slash contour products, and then just this empty palette. So I'm really happy with that. It looks a lot better than it did. And again, this is just going in the eyeshadow drawer. So I'm really happy. And that's what it looks like now. It looks so much better. I'm so much happier with this. So yeah, I hope this was fun and interesting for you. Let me know how you think I did. I'm always interested to hear. Yes, I know I have more products than anybody needs, but I think I did a pretty good job of letting some stuff go. Like I said, considering I wasn't going to declutter, you know, foundations, powders, primers, blushes, highlighters, all that kind of stuff, palettes, I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm really excited about this. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested to hear your thoughts. And as always, guys, have an amazing day. Have a rocking week, and I'll see you next time.